Hey guys. All right, so before I start this, you guys really need to give me a thumbs up, all right? I'm serious about that, all right? All you guys give me a thumbs down, fuck you. Fuck you, all right? You know what? Everything I say is the truth. The truth. All right? I don't lie about shit. I don't do identity politics. I don't do any of that shit. All right? Everything I say in my video is the truth. So give me those thumbs up. Fuck you if you don't. Fuck you if you give me a thumbs down. Fuck you. All right, so let's get started on this. All right, Shane Gillis. I'm going to put out another video on Shane Gillis, all right? I put out like freaking 4 videos on him already telling you guys the truth. All right, David Spade, SNL, the interview with Burr, etc., etc., all right? Hey, I told you guys some truths. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys another truth. So, what I've been noticing when I watch these videos of Shane Gillis, all right, Shane Gillis said that, he prefer Mad TV over Saturday Night Live, all right? Even a lot of people was like, oh, there weren't any Asian people on Saturday Night Live. Dudes, there weren't any Latino people on Saturday Night Live. There weren't any Indian people, Arab Americans. None of these people were on Saturday Night Live, all right? They only did that white-black shit, all right? Only did that white-black shit, all right? Saturday Night Live is racist on that count. They're racist on that count, all right? The skits they did of the Asian characters, Jim Belushi or whatever, they were racially neutral, like neutral stereotypes. They weren't racist stereotypes. They were racial, absolutely, but neutral stereotypes. They weren't racist, negative stereotypes. All right. So David Spade trying to explain that shit off, trying to excuse Shane Gillis by making that point. No point. All right. You got no point on that. All right. You got no point on that. Bill Burr, David Spade, this other dude, Jimmy, what's his name? You guys got no point on that. Okay. What Shane Gillis did was racist as fuck, all right? I'm going to address a couple of things. Mad TV. All you guys, people giving Mad TV props for having an Asian dude on the show. Listen, all right? Mad TV was racist as hell towards Asians in general, all right? I know in that show, I was around when that show was on, all right? I was around when Living Color was on, all right? And Living Color wasn't racist towards the Asian characters. They gave them respect, all right? It wasn't racist. They didn't do negative racist stereotypes as far as Asian characters were concerned, all right? Respect for them for doing that. Mad TV was a hate crime. Mad TV was a hate crime. And you wonder why Shane Gillis, or how Shane Gillis got his garbage bullshit from, where he got his garbage bullshit from. He grew up in some hick town filled with white people, and all he saw was what he saw on TV, all right? So that's where he got his shit from, okay? For all you guys wanted to say that Mad TV broke barriers and was edgy, look, I was around during that period, all right? The way they, Bobby Lee on that show was a hate crime, all right? Everybody who worked on those skits committed a hate crime, all right? That was not a show, all right? That was not just a show. That was not just entertainment. They committed a hate crime, which essentially pushed Asian Americans back. 70 years back, they pushed them 70 years back. Yo, you Asian Americans, I don't get the shit with you guys as far as letting them do that to you, all right? Because if Bobby Lee was a black character, and all the skits they did, if they did comparable skits to Bobby Lee, if Bobby Lee was a black character, they would just go on, yo, this dude's got a 70 IQ, shit. This dude's got 70 IQ, all right? Their women got, like, 50% of their women got herpes and shit like that, all right? That's the kind of negative shit that they would do. That's the kind of negative shit that they would do if Bobby Lee was a black character, okay? They hit well below the belt multiple times, every time, all right? Destroyed your fucking image. Destroyed your fucking image, dude. All right. And you guys, you guys did nothing about it, which is a shame, all right, that you guys didn't see that as a hate crime, A, didn't see, B, that they were conditioning the population to treat you like shit, and C, to set back your image 70 years so other groups can climb above you. All right? You know what I'm talking about. It wasn't just a show. All right? They sent messages. All right? And you motherfuckers, Bobby Lee was a chink. All right? His characters were chinks. All right? Every time they showed him in a skit, they were saying that you're a bunch of chinks. That's exactly what they were saying. All right? If there was a Spanish version of Bobby Lee on that show, all right, they would be calling you a spick through those images. It's a hate crime, guys. It's a hate crime. And the sad part about it is you didn't say nothing about it. So all these people think, well, it's funny. They broke barriers. You know what? They didn't break barriers. All right. Now I'm going to have people telling me, hey, you know what? They did that to black people too. No. It's not the same way. Go watch my other videos. I explain how they do it as far as, being racist towards certain groups while being racial towards other groups with neutral and positive stereotypes, and then just rollballing it into one single thing, saying, you know what, you can't call me racist because I was racial towards these other groups. And if you guys don't get that, you guys will agree with them. But they're wrong about that. Okay? I work in the industry. I know how it works when they write up skits. I know how it works when these guys, write up their material. These guys like Shane Gillis, hypocrites like Dave Chappelle, hypocrites, pussies like Bill Burr, hypocrites like Sarah Silverman, pussies like Jerry Seinfeld, like Seth MacFarlane. All right? These guys will do jokes. All right? We'll do jokes that are racial in nature, that are with neutral and positive stereotypes with blacks and Jews. They don't want to touch that negative stereotypes with them. They do not want to touch that stereotype. They try to keep it safe with them. But when it comes to other people, they'll put that racism on them. All right? Whether it be women's rights groups, women's groups, LGBT community, illegal immigrants, Muslims, Asians, Latinos, whatever have you. All right, I'm giving you guys a bit of an education on how these people get away with racism for the last 20 years. All right, now that whole racist shit's been pushed onto Asian Americans. It's been pushed onto Latino Americans. All right, it's been pushed on to gay people. It's been pushed on to women. All right, they don't do that shit with blacks anymore. They don't do that shit with Jews anymore. And these blacks and Jews, pretty much, all their skits that's negatively racist, they're negatively racist towards Latino Americans, Asian Americans, LGBT, women's rights groups, all those groups. All right, which is wrong. All right, Shane Gillis, you are a pussy ass motherfucker. All right, I've said this in my posts over and over again. Somebody should just punch your fucking ass out for being a fucking dumb ass motherfucker. Everybody who agrees with you is a dumb ass motherfucker. All right, for the last 20 years, you fucking white fucks got fucked over by the blacks, bent over and got fucked over by the blacks on every single thing. They social justice warrior your ass to death on every single thing. Race baited your ass to death on every single thing. And you guys did nothing about it. All you guys did was laugh with them. You guys didn't do anything about it. All right. You guys pretty much have boundaries as to what not to touch and what to touch. But you guys are pussy enough to call these other groups social justice warriors for trying to do the same thing. All right. Shane Gillis, okay, he got fired. Okay, not because he did Asian jokes. All right, racist Asian jokes. He didn't get fired because of that. He didn't get fired because he caught Asians chinks and whatever. All right, he got fired because they found out he was doing jokes about the LGBT community. He got fired because they found out that he was doing jokes about Muslims, but mostly he got fired because he was doing jokes about Jews. All right, He did jokes about Jews, and that's why he got fired. All right. Once that came out, he got fired because of that. All right. Let's be real. All right. This whole thing has been out for like the last week, and people are like, they're like, well, we probably don't need to fire him. And then they found out he did more materials about Jews, and then he got the axe. Okay. It's sad in Hollywood. Racism doesn't weigh the same. It doesn't weigh the same. All right. Fuck them for it. All right. I worked in the industry. I know how they think. Fuck them for it. All right. Here's what I know about Shane Gillis. I know this dude's not going to put out any kind of negative material towards black. I know he didn't put out any kind of negative material towards blacks. All right. I've seen a couple of his videos on his skits, on his jokes. The material he did on blacks were pretty much neutral stereotypes to positive stereotypes. Stereotypes that you will not get offended with. All right. When black people watch this shit, they'll go, be careful. All right. Be careful. They'll say that to themselves and they'll say it out loud. Be careful. He was careful. All right. Apparently he wasn't careful with the Jews coming from a hick town. He wasn't careful with Jews. So he got his ass. He got his ass cut. All right. I know he didn't make any jokes about nigger this and nigger that. He'll go chink this, chink that. But he ain't gonna say nigger this, nigger that. He ain't gonna say that because he's a pussy. All right. If you ain't gonna say nigger this, nigger that, then don't say chink this, chink that. All right. He's a pussy. Kind of like how Dave Chappelle's a pussy. Kind of like how Bill Burr's a pussy. Kind of like how David Spade, who kind of played devil's advocate with the shit they, with bringing up Saturday Night Lives and their skits. He's a pussy. Yo, these comedians who think of themselves as edgy and pushing boundaries, they're not pushing boundaries, all right? Because if they were pushing boundaries, they would have pushed boundaries for the last 20 years. They didn't, all right? They got butt fucked in the ass by black people. Still getting beat up on the streets by black people. Still all that shit. All right, your women are getting raped by blacks, but you're going after these other groups for this shit, motherfucker. Please, all right. You need to shut your ass up, sit your ass down. Don't bring Mad TV into this, okay? That show was hella racist as hell. All these people supporting you are racist as hell. Not only are they racist, but they're like the most pussy ass motherfuckers on the planet. A bunch of pussies. A bunch of pussies. I tell you, a bunch of pussies, because these guys are nothing more than the jokers you see. Like that kid in class who gets picked on, and he'll just start making jokes about other kids because he ain't going after the real bullies. That's that kid. Shane Gillis, that's that kid. All right, Dave Chappelle, that's that kid. Jerry Seinfeld, that's that kid. Sarah Silverman, that's that kid. Go on and on and on and on and on. All right, fuck these people. They're a bunch of pussies. Biggest pussies on the fucking planet. Biggest pussies on the fucking planet. And the fact that they got a microphone where they could just spew out their garbage, so wrong, so wrong. All right, I'm waiting for that Me Too racial movement. All right. So to end this, you guys gonna give me that thumbs up. All right. Fuck you if you don't. You guys gonna give me a thumbs up. All right. Not because you guys like me, not because you guys like what I say, but because I'm telling the truth. All right. I speak the truth, and you guys know that. All right. You guys know that because the comebacks that I get from you guys, yo, those comebacks are just absolutely weak as fuck comebacks. Weak. Totally weak as fuck comebacks. Just shut the fuck up. If you guys ain't got nothing to say that's worth anything, don't fucking talk about the caps locks that I got on. Don't talk about me yelling. Don't talk about this shit. All right. I don't got time for you guys. I don't have time for you guys. All right. Like I said, I got insider knowledge. I work in the industry. I know what's up with these people. They're weak-minded. They're racist. They're selectively racist. They're fucking pussies. And they're stupid. All of them. Every last one of them. All right? And the fact that they make money off of this shit is a sad commentary on you guys. Is a sad commentary on the audience. All right? So give me that thumbs up. Fuck you if you don't.